what does digital transformation consist of today?
Oh, goodness. Well, digital transformation has always been a challenge for the organization. And you would think after 30 years of digital transformation, 30 plus years, that we'd be good at it. But it still presents a challenge. And let me tell you, this new wave of accelerated AI innovation is absolutely crushing traditional digital transformation playbooks. So that is a moving question.
Okay, so it sounds like there's a bit of a double-edged sword in that if we're bad at it at the moment and things are changing, then I guess they're probably not going to get worse, but also there's a bit of a challenge just to keep up. So can you talk me through a bit more how you mentioned like these new technologies like AI is changing things. What's changing?
Absolutely. And I'll also say it's a challenge, but for the right firms that can respond to this moment, which is very challenging, it's also a huge opportunity. So if don't let a good change or a good challenge pass you by. So AI is coming into the organization in a way that is breaking our traditional transformation and innovation playbooks. So there's a couple factors that are contributing to that. And then there's a bunch of different things that we need to approach differently that are the best practices haven't been established yet. We're still working on this. We're still forming it. But there's some early indications that can give us some hints of what direction to go in. And then there's a bunch of leadership practices we can do to continue to stay tapped into what's developing. So I'll start, if it makes sense, with why is this different and why is it so hard? Why is what's happening with the acceleration of generative AI just throwing us all? So a key factor, of course, is the velocity of innovation. So, and I keep kind of looking back at the calendar, just saying, wait, did that really just happen 19 months ago in March 2022 when OpenAI unleashed ChatGPT to the world, and all of a sudden everybody has extremely sophisticated AI at their fingertips. So I can't believe it was such a short time. It feels like so long ago because the innovation is happening so fast. And organizations and even people that are in the space are having trouble keeping up. So that's one of the pieces. Another is the uptake velocity. So within 2 months, 100 million people had tried ChatGPT. And to put that in perspective, it took 5 years for 100 million people to use Facebook. So that's just that uptake velocity is, of course, very rapid. And the other piece of it is that there's all kinds of unsanctioned adoption that's coming into the enterprise where people are using this, even if it's been, and believe it or not, some organizations are outlawing different uses in different parts of the organization of AI tools. And so this sort of unsanctioned adoption is really throwing organizations for a loop. And then there's two other factors I'll mention briefly. One is a kind of an undertone of fear, although I've seen in many cases some of this being alleviated over time, and we could talk about tactics with that. But an undertone of fear of like, how is this going to impact me and my role and my job and the work world I know? And then the other piece is that we are being confronted, business leaders and people all throughout the organization are being confronted with questions that we were never taught how to answer. Where do we want a human? What is the role of a human? Where do we need a human? Like, it's just, these are questions that are brand new. And so all of this is completely throwing the traditional way we did innovation.